you're just going to be like, hello. Yeah, bam. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the House of Royale. I am your host, Rochelle. It is not Rachel, it is Rochelle. As you can see, I'm wearing a brand new Mortez shirt.
Tell me, where would one go to find merchandise of such caliber?
Oh, yes. Okay, indeed. Oh my God, Sarah is here. A celebrity is here. The energy and frequency has changed. Everyone has their trash out also, which is why it smells like dead people in the hallway. I'm so sorry.
I was in the elevator and I was all by myself and I could feel someone blow on the back of my neck.
Is haunted. Do not rent here, please. There's mold and ghosts. So.
A little girl in a white dress. It was the whole thing. It was the whole thing.
And so cliche. Like, get it together, Park La Brea. We've seen her. It's been done.
We need at least change the color of the dress.
Right.
Oh, God.
I have a celebrity here. We need to get her holding the House of Royale merch. This is the Mortez merch. We have a shop set up on the website and on the wait. We're going to have a TikTok shop soon, but we have an Instagram shop. Sarah's going to hold up the stained crop sweatshirt.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
You know, these two can't keep their hands off one another.
I mean, he's 26. What do you expect?
My goodness.
It's a problem.
Really?
Oh, wow.
He's like, I'm 26 and a half.
Right. No, I'm the cougar in her prime who just, it's my fault.
That's
okay,
perfect.
so yeah, we
this
have.
Is so cute, by the way.
It's Christmas time.
I love the cut.
Okay, so there's that. See, when Sarah works out, this is what she wears.
That's what I wear.
If you guys must know, go to the shop. There's a patreon.com/House of Royale. Go there, drop $10,000. I'll give Sarah $5. Yeah.
It's a fair percentage.
It is. And there's also a shop, RochelleRoyale.com/shop or merch. Whatever it says, it's there. We have brand new merch. Trucker hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all of that fun stuff. Ooh. Stocking stuffers, people. What are you stuffing your stocking with?
Oh.
What else? Oh, Mortez is performing 12/12, December 12th. A brand new venue. We have like 10 brand new songs, but we're performing 3. Pray, Castle, and Sirens. But it's very like deep and dark and it's like heart-wrenching and you might cry if you're into that kind of music. Here's what I love about Sarah is usually when I'm interviewing a podcast guest and I press the button and the camera goes to the guest and it's just like crickets. Not with Sarah because you want to know why?
There I am.
Okay. Sarah's done 100 fucking commercials, bitch. When the camera's on, she has something to say. She will come up with something to say.
I think it's more of a comedian thing where we just don't like
silence.
Right. We have the mic and we feel like as long as we have the mic, we have a duty.
Exactly.
To keep it going.
Yeah, no. And that I love interviewing comedians, especially female comics, because you guys are killing the game. Let me end this intro really quick so we can move on to the icon seated next to me. I'll see you guys in a second. I love you. Bye.
I love everything about it.
No one can see this, but it's for me.
It's too bad.
It's for me.
I want everyone to see. We'll have to take some photos. You know how we do.
Yes.
Special filter of yours. I have a bit about you in the filter, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm saving it for the night of the special. Oh my God. You two are both going, right? I'm so happy because we need audience shots of good-looking people. We're going to put you in the front.
Oh my God. You guys, you heard it here. Rochelle Royale and Brett Daniels are going to be front and center for the Sarah Halstead special.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is December 19th on a Thursday at this adorable, artistic, cool, creative vortex called Monk Space.
Yes, I saw that.
And it's new. And it just has just this amazing creative energy.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does feel like a vortex when you're inside.
Yeah.
And it's just a maze of rooms of all these different beautiful textures, and we're going to do the whole building, and we're going to have copious champagne and wine, and I have a private chef who's going to she's going to serve incredible gourmet appetizers and everything is just going to be very lush and beautiful. And
wow.
And then I have Brian Kiley opening, a very, very funny, iconic comedian. And he's opening, and then I'm going to go about 40 minutes. They're saying that, because of people's attention spans, people aren't watching our specials any longer.
The first female comedy special, where the first 15 minutes are just monks meditating in the front of the stage, and then Sarah will come out after you guys are all wasted.
Why did I not think of that? It's not too late. I have like 4 weeks. I could probably throw that together.
I mean, monk
it's 3 weeks,
space.
yeah, there should be something. Yeah,
we all need to be meditating, especially for those of us who are sober. I can't drink to release the stress. So
someone told me a long time ago in New York, I was doing Lottie Burke, and which has been replaced by the bar method, but she was kind of the one to really create it. She was a ballerina, and she kind of
did the bar method.
Yeah, the bar method. And Lottie Burke was Lotte. I believe she was a German ballerina, and she is the one who really created all those exercises of learning how to focus on elongating the female physique.
Yes.
But I remember she said, she was this really strict, older lady, and she said, the world would be so much better if they would just stretch.
Oh, that's so true.
The world would be a better place if everyone would stretch.
You guys, 2 things. Number 1, Sarah has point shoes. You dance.
I love dancing.
Okay.
I wish I was a terrible ballerina.
Oh, lies. I've seen photos of Sarah in point shoes. It's incredible. And number 2, Sarah is from the corporate world. So when Sarah puts on an event, especially her own special, she's coming with the fire, which is why obviously I'm excited to see you perform because you're hysterical, but I'm also excited to see what you do best, which is just curating an amazing event.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
And what I love about our friendship is you have been there from the beginning, and you're seeing the journey.
Yes.
And you've supported me when the jokes were maybe there, but you can have jokes and still maybe the jokes won't land. It's such a process to get good.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying I think I'm good. I'm not great. I mean, it's 9.5 years that I'm in now. And, I feel like that's the beautiful thing with stand-up and any artistic endeavor.
And also, like, from an outsider looking in, I'm a singer and a dancer, okay? Comedy, I think everyone who has started a podcast has thought to themselves, maybe I should get into stand-up.
Yeah.
And then anyone who has ever tried to even get through 2 or 3 jokes, even if you're in a class, it is way harder than anyone ever would realize.
Have you tried it? Because I feel like you are such a fan of comedy.
I am a fan.
Have you thought about trying? Have you taken a comedy class?
So shout out to Jimmy Shin. You know Jimmy?
Yes, of course.
So back in the day, I did take one of his classes, and we'll bleep this out. She ex-nayed that whole thing.
I see.
So I thought I did think about it. I interviewed Jen Sturger, and Jen has a class where she works with women on just the writing aspect.
Isn't she amazing?
Yes. And I would love...
I put you 2 in touch. I remember that text chain.
Oh, you did that?
I did.
You did it.
I knew you 2 would just get along.
Oh, my God.
And you're 2 spectacular women. Why would you not? Strong, talented, smart, beautiful.
It wasn't God did, it was Sarah did, you guys. Sarah did.
I'm so happy that you got along. And so, you're going to be in her class.
No. I mean, I've thought about it. I just want everyone to really understand how hard it is because you think about all of the things that you could talk about on stage that would be funny, but when you start the process of writing jokes, it is no joke.
It's no joke. It can feel insurmountable, like the goal, because those jokes go very, very quickly on stage.
Oh yeah.
And you could have a full page and be surprised that it only will really comprise of 5 minutes.
Right. Okay, two things. I want to talk about you and Rich and how you guys started working on that set together. And then I want to talk about the last time I saw you, Nikki Glaser showed up to your show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is iconic and insane because it was Nikki's year. I mean, she won.
Year.
She won.
She won the year.
I have chills.
She won. She got first place
for
the year. Absolutely.
She did.
She won in every category.
Right.
In every category.
And she's hosting the Golden Globes. So congratulations, Nikki Glaser. We love you.
We do love you, Nikki. She was really gracious that night too.
I can't even remember who was the roast for.
Tom Brady.
I know. Tom, we don't care about you. It was Nikki's show.
She totally outshined everyone. I don't remember who else was roasting him. I just remember her.
You know who else was great, though? Okay, what's his name? He has a live podcast comedy show that's been going on for like 20 years now. Not Anthony. Oh my God.
Not Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony.
Oh, okay.
Tony murdered.
Okay.
It was Nikki and Tony. Head to head.
He is a professional roaster. And so is she really. But that's what he does every single night. That's his brand.
It was poetry.
Is his style of comedy. And he's king of it.
It was beautiful. I mean, he didn't even touch Tom. He went down the line of each comedian and just destroyed every single one of them.
Right.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was beautiful. It was like watching it was like watching Eminem rap.
Yes, that's a good analogy.
Yeah.
And I liked that Kevin Hart really complimented when it was his time. He really took the time to compliment Nikki.
He did.
I liked that.
Kevin, you did. And we love a man that gives a woman her flowers.
Yes.
Period. Speaking of which, cool. Rich asked your hand in marriage.
Yes.
I was at the wedding. It was gorgeous. It was so beautiful.
We were really happy that you could make it. We loved having you there.
You were so beautiful. I want to do a shout out to Renee.
Oh, she did a great roast.
Oh my God.
I have to get that out in the ether. I need to release because we have the video, and I need to. I mean, I walked up to Renee and I was like, you are a star. She is. She's a star, and she should have that roast on her reel.
Yes.
That's how great it was.
It was so good.
It was so
good.
It
was so fucking good. I was like sitting there like, I should be paying lots of money to see this.
And this is how good Renee Percy is.
Oh, yeah.
She wrote that roast at the table.
Oh, my God.
With like 15 minutes notice.
Unreal.
Because we had a wedding planner that put her on the spot and said that if she didn't roast, Rich and I would be upset, which is so not, we would never, oh my God. And, especially Rich, because she really got after him in the roast.
Oh,
that's the last thing he wanted to know. He was such a good sport about it. But
everyone went after him.
But Renee Percy is one to watch. And she's one of my very best friends, and I find her very inspiring.
Yes.
And she works very hard.
Yeah.
Very talented stand-up.
Yes. And also, thank you, Renee, for making all of us women with no children feel better about having no children.
Yes. We don't, it's just, we don't have to be childless.
Right.
We can, we just choose to have, gotten rid of those little things.
Right. Our children are the inner demons that we're fighting. Like, that's our children, is working on our internal peace.
Yes. Does it bother you though? Like,
nobody wants me as I just don't want to ruin a child. Like, I feel like I would be a stage mom.
We never really talked about this before.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting to know this about you for the first time. Okay.
Well, now that I'm in a serious relationship, it's like all of these things are coming out into the
because you can. It's
forefront.
like the ship sailed with me, but And I have to explain it to Rich, and I he doesn't even get it. He thinks we can still have a baby. And I looked at him and I'm like, with who? Who are you going to have a baby with? And not he doesn't. And this is, he thinks I'm young enough to where he has to pull out.
Well,
It's
you know
just
what? Do you remember Ksenia? Ksenia, the Russian comedian.
Yes.
I just told
She's great.
Ksenia because she dropped 11 G's on freezing her eggs. So I was like, bitch, I'm just going to borrow one of yours. If it comes
There
to
you
it,
go.
I'll just borrow one
That will
from
be
you.
a cute embryo.
She's
a very cute girl.
Yes, it would be bilingual. It would be blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yeah,
What more could you ask?
And you guys have similar talents, so it will be, come out singing and dancing.
Just huge boobs. We're really good at that. So,
but so I feel like I need to interview you. I have so many questions.
No, I have questions for you. Okay, I want to get into it.
About that you're with this young hunky boyfriend of yours.
Right, we're at 6 months.
Okay.
We're this is it for us. We want to be together forever. I have questions.
It shows. Rich asked me to marry him at 6 months.
Oh, really?
He did.
Well,
I thought he was crazy.
He's already asked me a
a
million times.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
really?
yeah.
You guys. I could be the flower girl.
Yes. Oh, you're definitely. Oh, you better start writing the roast now. And and Renee are hired.
And you came to my bachelorette party, and you were the life of the party. You contributed so much. You brought all the party favors. You brought the penis straws.
I don't even know what she's talking about.
The
I didn't do
penis
that.
straws. And then the Chippendale dancer. And then the lingerie, the beautiful.
I was a different
she gave
person.
me a beautiful lingerie.
Back then.
Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
It's just for the podcast. She's embellishing. I have literally no idea. I don't even know if I was actually even there.
If you're ever getting married and having a bachelorette party, you want to invite Rochelle Royale.
Oh, no.
Invite
not anymore.
Rochelle to your bachelorette.
Now I'm just going to be handing you motivational, inspirational books, self-help books, chastity belts.
Did you catch the bouquet at my wedding?
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you did. I don't remember who caught the bouquet.
Oh, that would have been epic.
I know.
That would have made sense.
But I'm telling you, it was, Rich asked 6 months in, and what they say, when you don't know, you don't know. So I just said yes, and we're hoping for the best.
Yes. Okay, so questions. When you and Rich started working together, on comedy stuff, because we have this huge project called Mortez, and he is a super genius. It's insane. We're talking violins, orchestra, movie soundtrack. He's insane. So I'm just of course I'm bowing down to him, but also I have my internal demons, and it's having patience and not getting frustrated or snapping and turning into the Kraken. How do you cope with that?
I think it's always a challenge to create with your partner.
Yes.
And your romantic partner.
Right.
A lot of people will have a creative partner, but to have a creative partner who's your romantic partner has a different set of challenges.
Yeah.
And it's really funny how there are some areas of creativity where we're really harmonious and other areas where it's just we've both had to learn what our buttons are.
Yes.
Self-tapes, for example.
Oh,
because
God.
we both act. I get a lot of self-tapes.
Yeah.
And he reads with me.
Yeah.
And we've had terrible, I've cried.
Yes.
I mean, it's just
okay, wait. You say self-tape, and I'm already cringing.
Right. So
it's so...
auditions now, we call it a self-tape. It's an audition for a role. And so we have an audition room in our house, and they expect this. Ever since COVID, we no longer go to casting directors' offices.
Yeah.
We now have to provide the lights and the backdrop and the reader, and it's really challenging, but we've all kind of adjusted, and this is the new way. But my husband, when he reads with me, and which means he's reading the opposite part to try to help me get this audition. But sometimes I feel like he thinks he's auditioning too. Because he gets so into it, and he's like, and if it's a female, like if he's reading a female character, he'll go into a falsetto. I'm like, oh no, honey, please, yeah,
right, because you want the reader to just say, "And how would you like your salmon, ma'am?"
You want it dry as humanly possible, exactly,
right.
Exactly. And he's just really getting into it, and the sounds and the
relatable.
And over emoting with his face and really trying to get my eyes to look at him. And it's like, so what are you thinking? Is dinner at 7?
You're just like, I'm questioning our whole marriage after this hour spent with you reading. Can you please calm the fuck down? No, like even today, like, and I love Brett's voice so much. And when he does harmony under my voice, it's so rad. It's so
love
cool.
It.
But even today, I was like doing my hair and I like walk out to the studio and I'm like, just calm it down a little. And it's just like, you know, the other person is thinking, what the bitch? Like, don't tell me what. And it's like, we're so good at like, we're very polite to each other.
Because you love each other.
Because we love each other.
And you don't want to hurt each other's feelings.
Right.
If you love each other.
But still.
So it will usually just happen a couple of times. And you learn that button to not push.
Right.
For the next time.
Yes.
And that's how we have adjusted.
And here's the other thing, message of the day, y'all, because I've been listening to a lot of people talk about the law of attraction and manifestation. And the number one rule is whatever you think becomes your reality. And so
yes.
If you want to get to that next level, it's like those obstacles and challenges are placed there on purpose. Because let's say, we talk about this every day. If we were handed a world tour right now, it would end our relationship. Like if you were to do a world comedy tour, like with Joe Coy or Kevin Hart, would your relationship do well with something that crazy?
Well, this is the benefit of being with a creative. Yes, my husband will come with me.
Yeah.
It would not even be a question.
That's amazing.
It would
I have
be
chills.
such a fast, hard yes.
Yeah.
And probably with you too.
Oh yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
So that is the huge benefit of being with a creative. Imagine if you're with a lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, ugh.
Yeah.
You know.
But here's what I'm worried about.
Sorry.
But what
no offense to lawyers.
It's
we need you.
Right.
Actually, I need one.
And I think what it is like, and we see it time and time again, the rise and the fall of the celebrity, of the famous person. And it's like, I think we're in this age of like, how do we prevent like the mental breakdowns? Like, how do we create a safe environment, especially when you're in a relationship?
Right.
Because for me, I'm so afraid that these people out in Hollywood are the ones that are I have to protect my relationship from the outside elements. That's what I'm concerned about.
That's eloquently said. I think that, you know, at your age, you need to worry about mental breakdowns. At my age, I need to worry about dementia.
Okay.
So I'm just trying. I just got to protect myself and just write my notes. Got to write everything down and make sure that I can remember everything I have to do. My things to do list are insane.
I love that though. Okay, so question. As you get older, you start giving less fucks about the bullshit and you start thinking, you know what? We only have so much time. Let's go.
And you're just, you're so, you have learned so much, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I've been through, a divorce and I've dated and dated and dated and dated. I mean, I've dated every ethnicity, every religion, so every type of personality, bipolar, schizophrenia. You name it.
You're well versed. Yeah, like whatever Rich is serving, Sarah can literally just rework that meal with a side of corn.
And then you just get to the point where you really know what you want, and I think you know what you want.
I do.
And that's really evident.
Yeah.
And you have a very clear outline of your brand and you're filling it in beautifully. You're filling in that outline and you're staying in the lines.
Do you ever get frustrated because I feel like every artist does. I am always battling why is it taking so long to like even go viral or like have a song hit? Or, you know, it's like we've all had those wins, which keeps us going. But like, do you ever get frustrated of like, because it feels like Nikki Glaser finally hit the zeitgeist.
She did.
You know?
And you know, I kind of considered her already have made it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on a show with her, To Tell the Truth, in 2020, where she played the celebrity judge, but I had to play the. Have you ever seen that show?
No.
It's a game show. And I played a contestant, but she got to play the celebrity judge. So to me, like, I was like, oh, I can't wait for the day that I'm the celebrity judge.
Right.
And she's always, she's so kind and works so hard. So it's inspiring because you're right. She definitely hit, she broke that.
Yeah.
Ceiling.
And how do you, like, are you just like excited being a performer? Because I'm still trying to resolve the past. Like, I don't want resentment from what didn't work out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I really can relate.
Okay.
There are a lot of roads, and I refer to that poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken.
Right.
I live my life by that poem, and I think about it a lot. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and I took this road when what would have happened had I taken the other? And, you know, I have a lot of, you know, bits about it, and I just have to believe in my heart and in my soul, I have to believe that this was our path.
Yeah.
And it's our fate, and we were not supposed to take any other road.
Yep. Amen. Yeah.
And that's just, you know, and same that this person had to come in my life only for a certain amount of time, and you know, like relationships and friendships and, you know, unfortunately loved ones and, you know, everyone plays a role.
Yeah.
And this is, I really do believe that everything has a purpose.
Truly.
And so we cannot have regrets. We just cannot.
Right. I mean, let's be real. If I became a pop star 10 years ago, I probably would have been in trouble for going to a Diddy party. So at least
You know, I can see you, young lady. You know, having a freak off.
Right.
But and if I would have, you know, because when I was in New York in my 20s, all the casting directors told me to move to LA, and I was hesitant. LA just felt really far away. I'm from Michigan. It was really far away from my family. And I stayed in New York. But had I moved to LA, I'm sure I would have ended up in porn.
Oh, well. See, that is why thank you, God. Thank God Sarah's a comedian instead of the other.
I absolutely would have ended up in Van Nuys. Van Nuys for sure.
Man, what a loss for that industry. Oh, so, wow. And also another amazing thing that, if you guys don't know, Sarah was a multi-million-dollar heavy hitter in the wine industry. And that's another reason why I think the universe put you into my life, is because I've always wanted to like take the jump and just be like the broke on the street artist and just give my whole heart to the artistry, which now that I'm in a safe relationship with somebody that I love, I'm able to finally do that. Like, I'm leaving this apartment, like I'm changing everything about my life.
Oh, I love when people take those risks. I've done it a few times.
Yes. And so for those of you guys who don't know, your first special.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about that, because it's so inspirational.
My first special is called RVs and Cats, and it recounts the journey of driving a 30-foot RV across the country with my cat, Benny. And I left. I had a corporate job. I was very, very comfortable. I lived in Miami, and I had all the stuff. And I had things people dream about having. And I definitely had my moments where I'm like, oh, maybe I should have kept the waterfront home. Like, how is that ever going to come into my life again?
Woo.
But I just would not trade that life. I don't miss the lifestyle. I don't miss that feeling of feeling like I don't fit in. I've just felt vapid, like it was devoid of all things creative.
Yeah.
I lived in a city that's amazing, but I didn't fit in. And stand up really isn't an option in Miami. That's an option after you're already fairly established and can get some shows. But to build yourself up as a comic, that's not really the place. And acting really isn't available. I tried, not really there. And, so I was doing really well in the champagne industry and like really well. I think because after you're a creator, anything is easy after. I should have probably chosen something more challenging than champagne, but that was my choice. So one day I just couldn't take one more second of it. And I sold my house. It was immediate possession. And I rented a 30-foot RV and I liquidated all of my belongings and I packed up my cat and my coffee maker and just a few things, and I started driving. I didn't even know how to drive it. All they wanted was my credit card. I didn't even have to watch a video. Like, how do you even, I almost tipped on the way out the driveway.
Oh my God.
And I called my boss and I gave her my 2-week notice. And I said, I just want you to know, the next 2 weeks I'll be working out of the RV. And she's like, no, Sarah, a 2-week notice would have been calling me 2 weeks ago. So she was, not really happy.
Yeah.
Now we're great friends.
Oh, okay, thank
But at
God.
the time, she was so mad. She was really, really up. And I can't blame her.
Right.
So I left a very, very comfortable position with Laurent Perrier Champagne, one of the best champagne houses in the world.
Wow.
And just started driving.
Wow.
And
boom.
yeah.
People, yes, right there. It's like life really is so short. And if you're that, it's like I was just listening to a podcast today, Sophia F., who, by the way, was Alex Cooper's ex-podcast host partner.
Oh.
And Alex left her for the $60 million Spotify deal and left her ass in the dust. And now Sophia F., like, throwing flowers to you, girl. She's in a studio apartment in New York, has no money. But she has a huge fan base, and she's still hosting her podcast, Sophia with an F.
Something's going to happen.
Absolutely. But it's like she could have just quit.
Right.
But she loves it so much. And today she was talking to all the 20-year-olds out there who hate their jobs. And she's like, if you hate your job, quit, but be ready to be relentless about diving into that next thing, about what you truly love.
Yeah.
We have to do what we truly love because that's when the doors really open.
That's it.
Which brings me to my next topic, which is your
that.
new special.
Yes.
I keep getting chills. I'm just covered in chills.
Thank you. The new.
Oh my God.
Well, thank you. The new special. So my first special, RVs and Cats, did really well.
Yes.
And it's on Amazon Prime, and it has a little over 2.3 million streams.
Crazy.
And which is pretty good for, at the time, I didn't have I started with nothing. I didn't even have 3 minutes of material when I moved to Los Angeles 9.5 years ago.
Wow.
So it exceeded my expectations, the first special. And we filmed that special on Thursday, December 19th. And this year, December 19th falls on a Thursday.
Oh.
And I just thought, it's an omen. It's an omen.
Oh, I love that.
I made some calls of some crew and a director that I really respect and admire. And I just asked them. And I said, I know that you direct really successful and, have produced some really successful documentaries. He has a documentary out now. One is called Killing Me Softly with his songs. The true story of Charles Fox. And the other is the Blake Edwards story, but he's just done a ton of things. His name is Danny Gold, and he said yes.
Wow.
So he is the director, very, very talented, and he's bringing his whole crew.
Sarah Halstead's brand new special, filming in December, titled Special Occasion. Sarah, go off and tell us all about it, please. Okay.
So Special Occasion is something that I repeat throughout my set, my current set. And one thing that I've really emphasized since getting married is every day is a special occasion.
Oh.
And my husband has a tendency to not open special wine. He's a wine collector. It's really like, I can't even conceive of that. And, and so I joke about how he forgets when it's a special occasion. And so I really poke fun of him. Really, my special is all about just digs on my husband, Rich. But that's, so it's just a repeated phrase, special occasion. And I think every day should be one.
Yes.
So I'm going to have the merch. And it's
shirts.
Shirts.
Ooh,
yes. Hoodies. Stocking stuffers. You gave me the idea for the stocking stuffers. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yes.
But I'm meeting with the it's not too late. I can throw in some stocking stuffers.
Promo. It's Christmas time, people.
Exactly.
Get that merch for your loved ones.
And to prep for the special, I'm going on the road. I've been on the road a lot the past couple of months, and I'll be Inn of the Mountain Gods in New Mexico on the 12th, the night of your concert.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, so sorry to miss it.
No. We'll invite you to one of the big ones.
Well,
we're still putting, just like you and Rich, we're still putting the pieces together. I mean, this is only our third time performing together. So.
I love this, you guys.
Yeah, I'll invite you when we're like ready.
Oh, I love it. And then I am at Laughs in Tucson, Arizona on the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. And then I am, I'm somewhere else. But everything is on everything is on my website at sarahjhalstead.com.
Perfect.
I have a J in between my
Not to give away, are we, okay, wait, maybe we're not, but let's see. Because I do remember a special occasion joke being about how Rich wants to open up an expensive bottle of wine like all the time. Or you're
opposite.
the one.
I'm the one.
Sarah's
I'm like,
the one.
why are you saving it? He has 700 bottles of wine. I'm like, you're never gonna. And after he proposed to me, I wanted to open one of his nice bottles of wine. He's like, no, that's just for a special occasion. Because he forgot. He forgets when it's a special occasion. I think a lot of people do. People forget,
Right.
They're on their way to something really, they're, a family, a wedding or a birthday or, whatever the occasion is. It's like, but there shouldn't have to be an occasion.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be booze to do something special.
You guys, when Sarah walks into your home, it's a special occasion. So we're opening the most expensive bottle. Like, that's how that works. Period. Like,
I love it.
You are the gift. Like,
tell Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich, she is the gift. She is the occasion. So get the most expensive bottle out now.
Of course, he has a completely different version of the story.
Okay.
Oh man, boy, he thinks that that he's depleted all of his champagne, which is not true.
Oh,
but,
wow,
yeah.
it's all gone.
I think he's hiding it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, but that's really kind of the message from the special that, the first special was about taking chances and starting this journey and realizing that you're the director of your show and just go after your dreams.
Wow. Yeah.
And now this one is, okay, I hit on a little something. I'm feeling really good about my life choices.
Yeah.
And every day is a special occasion.
I love that. We all need to be reminded of that, especially as artists, because making art is like such a delicate thing.
It's such a delicate thing.
And it's like,
it's such a personal, deep rooted, and a lot of people don't want to release that art that they put out in the world, and they keep it for themselves. They're afraid.
Yeah.
They don't want to release it. I know some artists that are just so brilliant that have never performed a special.
Yes.
They're exponentially funnier than anyone. And they've, I know a lot of those comedians, and you probably know people maybe who don't perform.
I just think also in our minds, we see it. But to actually physically make the thing come to fruition is so hard. And so very few people are capable of really just having the strength and the consistency to push through and get it out.
Pushing through.
Yeah.
And honing it.
Yeah.
Really honing that craft.
Yeah.
And creating your own voice and not mimicking someone else's.
Right.
That also takes a lot of time. Like there are no shortcuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another thing that I've been reminding myself and my man about lately is like, guys, if Taylor Swift can do it, so can we. Like,
yes, come on, that's easy.
It's because it's not. It truly, because I think as an artist, we're like, oh my god, they're so good. Like I could name a million singers right now that can sing my face off, and I would never want to sing another note again in my life because I can't compare to them. But it's like Taylor is not. And you guys, I'm happy with my voice, and it gets better every day. And
I love your voice.
And I don't want to make it sound like I'm not confident as a singer, but what I am saying is we do get imposter syndrome, and we get so down on ourselves about the perfectionism of it all. And Taylor, to me, represents someone that's like, well, I am a congresswoman, and it's about my fans and my people, and I'm giving them a story. I'm giving them my soul, and that's why they love me. And it's like, it's genuinely her. And it's always a piece of her soul that she's giving to her fans. And that is so beautiful.
You are very similar. And are you ready for it? That thing that she does with
oh, yes.
She does this thing.
Right, Taylor.
She's just so hot.
Right.
I mean, and there are a lot of entertainers that don't have the voice, but match it because, J-Lo, can we say it? I mean,
right, we can. No, we can.
We can say it, right?
Because also what I'm trying to say is like you have a class of 20 students. The most talented student is probably gonna drop out. Or just not make it big time. It's the kid that's doing the extra credit, or the kid that has the most desire. Like the desire to achieve. It's whoever wants it the most is going to go get it, you know?
Yes.
And that's it. It's just putting in that work and being consistent and persistent and not giving up is really what it is. And also your message of every day is special, which is so true. And we tend to forget that.
Yes. Don't forget to take in the moments and the now, and don't be so focused on the future and the goal that you don't recognize the fun journey presently. Yes. And I'm guilty of that.
I'm guilty.
And,
because we're women.
Like what we're doing right now, this is cool.
Yeah.
I love being here. I absolutely like driving over. I had my curlers on. I don't even know how
you look gorgeous.
The person checking me in laughed because I had curlers. Oh. and then it didn't really work out, so I ended up putting it up.
But it's Charlize Theron. I love it.
I just love this phase, this phase that we're in. And yes, it does take long, but I think you're more successful than you realize right now. A lot of people are like, "Whoa, look at that heavy hitter."
Well, I think that is something else that all of us artists need to remember is like, we can look back and be like, you know what? I did the damn thing. Like, and it is okay to take a moment and be like, I did the damn thing. But I think we just get lost in the terror of like, why am I not here chilling up here with all these other, there's two singers in particular that I used to work with and know personally that have made it big time. And they're both women. Well, one of them is, but to see them, one of them has 18 million monthly listeners. And I'm just like it makes me want to die. So it's like, but we can't do that.
But she's comparing herself to someone.
Oh yeah.
And
well,
it's a
a person
different-
what she's comparing
Right, yeah.
herself
Like,
to.
what it's like to queef. I just want to queef.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I love it's amazing.
It's so great queefing. They have no idea how great
Oh my
it is.
God, is Rich drinking
You're really
your
missing
queef?
out.
That's insane. Oh my God.
You want some of this queef?
You're like, it's just the champagne bubbles. It wasn't me, I swear. It's just Sarah popping another special occasion bottle. Don't worry about it. It's cool.
Chardonnay essence.
So yeah, it's just beautiful to like let's just be proud of ourselves and chill the fuck out. Like it's okay.
Yes.
Congratulations to Nikki Glaser. Like it's some people just like hit that when you're gambling. What is it? They
Stride, yeah.
Full
I don't
House
know. Oh,
or
yeah.
the ching ching
yes.
when you win.
But,
the lottery.
But
Some
here you
people win the
are.
lottery.
You're in a beautiful. Is this a condo or is it
Which
a condo?
I'm about to move out of. but
And the
thank you.
neighborhood is gorgeous. You're in a gated community in the heart of Los Angeles.
Yeah, I know.
And,
totally.
I mean, you're healthy, you're beautiful, you have a loving partner, you have
thank you.
a shit ton of friends and fans and admirers.
Well, thanks. But also, but I am moving. So I'm not going to have this place, and I'm in that place right now of like, it's okay to let go and move on. And I have cried. He knows. He holds me probably like once, twice, like 4 times a day. I cry. I cry a lot because it's like I've been here for 8 years. That's a long time. So
that is a really long time.
long time.
So you're gonna, that's normal.
So
to feel,
say la vie.
Why are you moving?
No, it's an exciting
it.
time because
It's very
we're in
exciting.
love. We're moving in together. Like
I
I haven't told anyone, so I'm hesitant to say it.
Okay,
But
you don't have to tell in front of
We're looking for places.
Okay.
If you
Oh my
know,
God, it's
if
so
you know
exciting.
of any,
You guys. Yes. Well, absolutely.
yeah, let me know if you know of any cool spots.
Let's be neighbors.
Okay.
This is water, by the way. This is San Benedetto.
Sarah's like
This is the #1 water
drinking whiskey
in Italy.
just out of a bottle.
It's true, recyclable, and the lowest carbon footprint of any Italian water in the world. San Benedetto. There.
You know what? I think it's just everyone who is in love can relate. Like we all, like we were saying before, we all have our trigger points. And I think for now, because it's so new, we're just like, let's just compromise with all the things so that we can both feel so safe and so loved and so comfortable. And that's it. That's all it is.
Well, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. It's cool.
And I've been in relationships where alcohol ruined it.
Right.
Yeah.
It can.
No, it can be really gross
Yeah.
if someone doesn't, have control over it. And
Right.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I mean.
So we all have our things.
Yes.
Well, this is exciting. This is
It
a big
is.
change.
It's a big change. Yeah. It's a change. And so once again, message to all the artists, all of the women that are like scared and terrified, all of the men that are scared. Like, it's okay to be scared, but Sarah is here to represent the testimonial of when you take that leap, you will start to live your best life.
Yes.
And that is what Sarah Halstead represents.
Well, thank you. I'm happier than I've ever been.
Hell yes.
And I'm so, so grateful that I did take that leap. And it was a little easier for me because I don't have kids.
Yeah.
So if I had kids, I probably would have been stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it just wasn't meant to be. And I like the freedom
Yeah.
of not, having any kind of anything that could deter me from following my dreams. As selfish as that sounds.
I mean, look, I love Chelsea Handler, and I used to love Whitney until she had a baby. No, I'm kidding.
I know.
You know how obsessed I am with Whitney.
I know
That
you
was-
love Whitney. And I don't know how she's gonna do it. I mean, they're gonna have to adjust but they'll do it because they're super women.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, Chelsea
Eliza's-
doesn't have a kid.
No, but I was thinking of Eliza Schlesinger, who now is 2.
Oh, right.
And talk about a powerhouse.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
her husband is a rock for her.
And they also were already established as comedians before they started their family.
Oh, the guy is a comedian?
No, but the
Whitney and
yes,
Eliza, for
yes.
sure. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
So that's also a great position to be in.
I'm obsessed with Whitney. And Chelsea, I feel like,
I love Chelsea.
are you going to work with Chelsea Handler? Can we manifest that right now? Like,
Let's.
can we get an interview, a show? Like, let's get you on her podcast. I want to see you two together.
Isn't she a great podcaster too?
Yes.
And so are you, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, I remember when you just started. And
You were there.
Look at it. Yeah. Look what it's morphed into. You have a huge listening base. You're, close to monetization if you're not already. You have amazing, engaging guests.
Thank you.
And it's consistency, hard work, and making it exciting.
Yeah. Well,
you're not boring.
The biggest issue was building a studio because no one knew how to do it or tell me how to do it. And that was the hardest part.
And you did it. You learned you learned how to look at you. This is all you.
Well, and it took a minute, but when you were there, we were at WTF Media Studios.
Yes, I remember.
And shout out to Neil Brennan, who is still over there.
Okay.
Yes.
Love Neil.
And that was so great. It was a great launching pad, but even that was like $250 to even shoot there per episode.
And that's just not sustainable.
Insane.
And why? Why when you don't have to?
Yes. And so now it's
Yeah.
free. I'm not monetized. If you know someone that can get me monetized, and I've been messaging people about
Must be pretty
sponsorships.
close.
Sponsorships.
Yeah.
That too, you guys, sound off in the comments if you're a podcaster and you have sponsors, because House of Royale needs sponsors. Yeah.
It's very close. It's happening. 2025 is going to be your year.
Thank you. And so it is.
Yes.
Did you have sponsors for your podcast?
I did, but they gave product only.
Okay.
So San Benedetto was a sponsor.
Shout out.
And Riedel Glassware was a sponsor. But no one gave actual dollars.
I'm like,
Yeah.
And then it's like $100 or whatever for like a 30-second. Well, you have to demand that, and then they have to agree to that.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, how are you supposed to pay rent with that? That's insane.
Right.
So whoever's
But
running a
you're
podcast
close.
and you're paying rent through your podcast, like, I need to know who you are. Tell me who you are, So that's like, that it's fun to figure it out and then once I know, and we've talked about this before, I will tell everyone how to do it because I do not gatekeep. Like, I want women to know how to do it, and you're the same way. It's like, just tell people how to do it.
Oh, I know.
Period.
I hate when people keep things close to the vest.
Right.
And
There's no
don't let
point.
you know who the point people are. And
Right.
Oh, that's exhausting. And it's not good karma.
Right.
Especially something like that. Like,
Because you know what?
there's room for everyone.
And let me tell you guys something with that. You can give everyone the information. It's what they do with it that matters. And 90% of the time, people are going to find out how to do it and then not do shit about it.
Right.
So it's like, I love giving information to people and making sure everyone knows, especially musicians. It's like,
Are they the same way? Comedians can be really very close to the vest. Like, they won't let you know booker information or when the booker is there.
Right.
Or, it's really very.
oh my God. I just want women to know that there are people that will pull favors for you. The real ones will always pull favors. That's how we are. We've always been that way with each other. The most successful people in show business are so good at crediting everybody and just telling it like it is. It's the creepy weirdos that are the bottom feeders that use people, and then they just fizzle out. Or, it's just like,
how
gross
many
to be that way.
Yeah, it is. And it's interesting. How many people did you come up with who are no longer really in the game?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me
Exactly.
too. I mean, too
many.
Too many to count. And then there are a couple that really did make it and surprised me.
Yep.
They just had
Same.
that drive.
Yeah.
But really what they utilized was social media to get where they are. And so that was, which I'm really trying hard.
That is another
But-
big one.
Yeah.
Okay, so to end the episode, we are going to ask the universe to give us the internal drive to post and promote our asses off for Sarah's special, for our show on the 12th. We're going to be posting 10 times a day.
Yes.
We're talking Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook.
YouTube Shorts, YouTube regular, Threads,
Boom.
Blue
boom,
Sky.
Boom.
There's
OnlyFans.
so much.
No, not OnlyFans.
There's so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And also, friends and family, we know it's not your job, but right now it is. It is. 4-word minimum comments. Share, like, comment. Just do it. Support us.
Subscribe.
Yes.
5 stars. Review. But really, the special is going to be. It's going to be really funny, number one.
Yep.
And it's just cool to see a live taping of how that works. I'm going to have 5 cameras and, a director of
Yes.
photography and, director and a production assistant. It's going to be really cool. And there's going to be a beautiful spread and non-alcoholic beverages.
Oh, good.
Yes. And gourmet snacks. And it's going
Now,
to be a really good time.
What color wardrobe would you prefer for the audience members?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Okay.
let's
What's like
see.
least black?
Yes, I guess
black.
just solid colors with no. As much as I love that,
No text.
maybe no text,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But you're
You
gonna
guys, no graphic t-shirts and solid colors.
and maybe keep the tiara at home.
Oh yeah, no tiara. You know what? I was trying to add the veil to show you guys the new Mortez, the like Madame Mortez look that we're doing for stage. That's why I'm wearing this.
I love it.
Not because I'm a psycho narcissist. I mean,
think-
kind of, but like
I think she wakes up this way. I
yeah,
really do.
In my mind, and in my chi-chi, that's how I wake up.
Can you
Yeah.
show them your shoes? Can you do the guys? Look at her shoes.
Okay, that's appropriate.
This is just an average day for Rochelle Royale. This is just how I tried to look.
Those are hot.
I always try to look cute for you whenever I'm on the show.
But yeah, no, the tiara is you guys are going to see the tiara with the black veil on stage. That's why I'm introducing the imagery so that people will have it in their mind of
I
like
love it.
Mortez.
That's fresh.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
You guys follow Sarah on all of her socials. Get tickets right now because it's going to be sold out. Just do it today for Christmas. Thank you for being here, Sarah.
Thank you so much for having me, Rochelle. Your friendship means the world, and I'm just in awe of all of your endeavors,
You're amazing.
as are you.